/2 Facebook Live updates. I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi. Hope you guys are having yourselves a good Wednesday. You made it over the hump. It is hump day. You made it through it. I love it. And maybe some of you have payday Friday this week. Some of you may. Some of you may not. Either way, though, life is good. We've got some great weather this week. A lot of ground to cover there. We've got some fantastic weather through Saturday. Sunday's not terrible, but a few showers will start to develop. And then all eyes over the weekend are clearly going to be on the Caribbean and Melissa, and for good reason. There is a ton of things we have to go over. Let me kick it off here with a look at this little fella, and you will be able to see that there is a ton of data here. And in the short run, the thing that should hit you in the face like a ton of bricks is that Cat 3 and 4. Some rapid intensification expected. Declan, Terry, and Lottie, good to have you guys in the house here. So this is going to be one of those situations where, this one is going to just rapidly develop, and that's what we're going to have to watch. Service 1, SCR. Hang on 1 second. Service 1, air. Give me 1 second. Dish. All right, so there it is. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at one time. Yep, Cat 4, Lulu, good to have you there, Terry Ann. So that is, of course, again, the big story here is the potential for this to really explode once the first front goes by to the north and east. Mary Hall, Villette, hope I said that right. Nancy Cruz Garcia is also in the house. Nancy Cruz, always a pleasure to have you in here, helping us out, doing your thing. So there's that. All right. So there it is. That is going to sit over some very warm water for a long period of time. And while it's doing that, that's what's going to get this thing all wound up. So that's what we're going to be watching here very carefully. Beverly Wells, Betty Davis, Nancy Cruz, Declan Newkirk. Good to have you guys. So let's run through a lot of maps now. I got a lot of stuff to pass by to you guys, and I know you got some questions. So when you look at the trends, the red is the most recent center point of the cone, and it's again, it's been kind of drifting off towards the west here a little bit. Michael Phillips is in the house. Joseph Yektengo, Christine Lance, at work again tonight. Mikey, you are or I am? Or we both are? Just curious. So that's that. Now, let's take a look at the wind field. Right now, it's not that large. It's, on the eastern side, there's a lot of, see those clouds shooting east? Got some westerly wind shear coming in. And we've got this front up to the north. Front here, let me give you a different vantage point. So there's two fronts. This is the first front. Both. There we go. Yes. One more here. Break that. Excellent. All right. So this is the national perspective. So this first front is moving along pretty quickly and will likely miss Melissa. But this second front up there in the northwest, along with this upper low out ahead of it, that's going to meet up with Melissa and keep it from jumping up our way. Hey, from Fort Myers, Florida, Jennifer Adams, Anne Marie, good to have you there. So there's the water vapor channel. And you can see right in here. There's your first front right now. This is going to kind of do something like that. This thing is sitting down here. So I think it's going to miss this first front. And then in the process of missing that first front, it is basically going to move off towards the west, then the north, and then the northeast as that next front moves on in down to us. It'll do something like this, we think. A few models go due west. GFS wants to go here still. But unless this front can pick it up, that's not going to happen. Now, there's the front. You can see it just through central Florida. How do we know that we have the front coming in? Well, look at the dry air. The dew points are coming down. It's beautiful out there. It feels great. But again, back to these maps here. Here's a look at the SATRAD. And I'm going to ask you guys to share this feed tonight. We want to get the word out on what's going on for Jamaica, Cuba, and Hispaniola, if you guys don't mind. Thank you. I don't like the Western Beverly, nor do I. Melissa Ann runs. What am I doing now? Melissa, you are hanging on the couch with a glass of wine, watching Facebook Live with Tony. There we go. There's Tropical Storm Melissa. It's almost stalled out. It is really almost stalled out. Now, here's the deal. Once that front goes by the north and pulls out, the wind shear goes away. Thank you, Javi. Appreciate you. Jack, that's very possible. Carol, thank you. Appreciate you. Terry and Lonnie, thank you. So that is over some incredibly warm water. So we're going to have to watch that. There are hurricane watches and tropical storm watches up. It depends on the clouds. It depends on the setup. A lot of different things can happen to make that, play out that way. The north is even worse. Yeah, and those were dew point temperatures, not air temperatures, by the way, Melissa. Look at these intensity forecasts. There are 2 models that go to Cat 5. There are 3 models that go to Cat 4, and many that go to Cat 1, 2 as well. So this is in all high likelihood going to be a hurricane. Now there's a lot of good folks in. Linda Crook is in the house. All right, let's take a look at the models. Remember, in about an hour's time, maybe an hour and a half, we start to get the evening run. Bahama Cruise 27. Jan, you will want to watch it because if it takes that wide turn, this is the 26th. There's the Canadian 28th, CEM2. Then that could be problematic for your trip. European is right in the AEMI over southeast Cuba. That to me seems very reasonable with the first strike over western Jamaica. But there you go. Let's look at 1 p.m. on Wednesday. David Bond, Riggs. Ooh, there you go. That's not good. New Zealand. They say New Zealand being harried now by an awful ice. Ooh, David, thanks for your update down there. Stay safe. Connie Gill is in the house. Joe Hernandez also in the house. Look at the ensembles here. We've got the GFS and the Euro. All 83 members. None of them are scraping Florida. It does include the Canadian. The Canadian does have 2 scraping them. I can only imagine how much rain we. Well, I've got the answer to that coming up, Nancy, here in a second. Guillermo Guillermiti, thank you for sharing. Yeah, appreciate you guys sharing it. So here's the consensus trends. The yellow line will be the most recent run. And, oh, I got to get the new one in. Man, looks like it's already converted over. Hold on one second. Tropical models. Give me one second. Got to change this out. Give me one second. 18,000. Let's put that in there. All right. Let's flip that out. It's that time of the day. Lindsay Parks. Long time. Lindsay, good to have you. Russell Mullins is in the house. Bobby Johnson in the house. Elizabeth. Yep, saw that, Elizabeth. All right, so the monoconsensus trends have nudged a little bit more towards the east this afternoon. The monoconsensus. So let's do this. So that yellow line Goes over the northern fringe tip there of Haiti. We'll just have to wait and see on that, though. I'm not sure that I buy that. All right. Chance of tropical storm force winds looks like this. You can see it's a big old bowling ball. Sean Myers, Mick Peace, Lindsey Perks. Lindsey, I hope you're okay. Your health is okay? Everybody's doing all right? Just making sure. Betty Davis, Bobby Johnson, both in the house. Good to have you guys. So there it is. You can see. Blows out right there. So we're going to have to watch that. So for me, based on that guidance, Andrew, yep. Philip, Melissa, and runs. There we go. Charlie Weirick. There you go, Charles. Dina Fitzpatrick, Rosalie Martinez. Great group in here. All right, so here's now through next week. So in the red, impacts are expected. Impacts likely central Cuba, and impacts possible Havana, down towards Nicaragua, the border there in Central America, Honduras. So Roatan is probably okay. It's too far west, but we'll watch you. You're a good lady, Lindsay. Jan Piccolo, good to have you there. All right. So this is interesting. I always like to do this just to get a sense of the feel what the Hurricane Center's thinking. So there's the official track, and look where the Euro is. Pretty darn close to where the official track is. The GFS, not so much. Here's what I mean about that. Andrew, chances are low. They're not high, but they're not zero either. So we'll have to watch that. Debbie Belton, Mick Peace, Pizza Cast. Ooh, I like that. Daryl Dupuy, Jan, Kathy. I need some caffeine, Kathy, Tori, Galati. 40s. Dang it, 40. Yeah, it's pretty strong, man. Pretty strong. All right, let's take a look at the graph. The graph is like the GFS. Still think this is too far east, but we'll watch, wait and see. As they should be, Elizabeth. There's a look now. There's Kingston. This one goes over Haiti. But look at all of that rain. That just is an incredible amount of rain coming into Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Christine Marsh, Ginger Command, Brian Bedore. GFS is, yeah, it's been a little wonky. All right, let's talk rainfall totals here. This is the GFS scenario. Based on that model run you just saw. Give it a second. It's got to load in. Give it a second. Let it breathe. There you go. See that little white area? The southern extent of Haiti and the Dominican Republic. That's 30 plus potential inches of rain. So, we'll see. I don't know if I like that. I definitely don't like the GFS, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. But remember, this track goes quickly to the north and east over Hispaniola. Brings a lot of rain, 40 plus potentially. It's absurd. That happens, it's going to be loss of life. To me, the one that seems more plausible, I do always need caffeine. For us, it's probably going to be next week. I think by Halloween morning, we'll be in the 50s here, 40s north and west. There we go. Hot. Cat 4 far. Karen, yeah, let's just hope and pray that doesn't happen. So this is the Euro. You got a little bit of white down there. The southern tip there, Guantanamo Bay. You can see 30 plus inches of rain. Jamaica, just a boatload of rain there as well. Way too much. Carol Boland, that's correct. Brian, Punta Cana has a good chance of getting hit with some significant weather. Absolutely. Man, look, I'm calling as I see it. You guys need to know what I'm thinking, how I feel about this. So how and why can you get this much rain? Well, here's the deal. When you got a storm system coming up from the south and hitting into those mountains, that is going to ring out that morning. that is going to bring out all the rain. And there's going to be mudslides. There's going to be flash flooding. You got mountains here. Pico Duarte. Pico Duarte is over 10,000 feet tall. Pico La Selle on the southwest side, that's almost 9,000 feet. Thank you, Danielle Luce. Luce. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Blue Mountain. They're over 7,000 feet up there in Jamaica. So there's some issues there. Pico Turquino, southeast Cuba, 6,476 feet. That's the only way I know. Julia Cassidy Jacob, Turks and Caicos. Ooh. So the Turks and the Caicos, short term, you're okay. Let me go back to the cone here real quick. I'm not sure how long you're there for. But let's do this. Here's the model. So Turks and Caicos, okay. Turks and Caicos, southeast Bahamas, northeast, underneath that banner. Turks and Caicos, through Monday, the storm is still south of there. Some of the models want to curve it back towards the north early next week, so we're going to have to watch that. Terry Ann, thank you. There you go, Linda. So, again, lots of things to watch here. Lots of things to watch. So, we talked about the mountains. So now, why is this going to miss Florida? Or why do we think it could miss Florida? I need caffeine too, says Phyllis. Andrew O'Farrell, just be safe. I should test. Not a bad idea, Andrew. It's always a good idea to do that. All right, so check this out. There's our storm. All right. So we go through Friday. There's that front. First front is south of us. It's coming through now, but it just kind of sits there, right? It just kind of takes its sweet old time. Then it lifts out on Friday and Saturday. That's when the wind shear. See the shear? See that shear goes away. That shear belt with that front goes away. Here comes another shear belt next week, an intense one. So that is going to be our protector, so to speak. That type of setup means that, we keep everything to the south. It's all about timing. So that's how this is all going to play out. And that's a pretty decent front that comes through next week, by the way. So we'll watch it, track it, and keep you posted. All right, one thing I do want to do is I want to show you some winds here, okay? So here's the Euro. This is what the Euro is doing. And again, if you guys don't mind sharing this feed tonight, I want to try to get as many people as possible in the know when it comes to this storm and what's going on down south. Belize right now, Marissa, looks good. You're correct. So yes, I don't want you to freak out. An excellent, yes. Prayers for Jamaica and Cuba. Well said there. Marissa, is this your first time on my Facebook Live feed? If so, let me know. Everybody, let's give Marissa a warm welcome. Terry Atheros, Lindsay, Priscilla, Marie Morales, Riggs is in the house. All right, so here's the wind forecast, right? Let's talk about these winds. Here we go. Denise Simons, thank you for sharing. Priscilla, Jojo Hernandez. So here's the deal. Euro just kind of sits there. There's Friday. Saturday, showing hints of getting stronger. We cruise there on Wednesday. So there's Euro on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, that's going to be some rough surf. The core of the strongest winds goes west of the Dominican Republic, but close enough that flooding and heavy rain would be a big concern. Yeah, no problem. Yes, from Belize. First time, Melissa, first time. Excellent. Good to have you right there. Nicaragua, Honduras. There's only one model that goes into Central America. That's the Canadian. This one stays far enough east that there would be no problem. Eli Cruz from Lakeland, good to have you there. Hello, Joe Hernandez. So yeah, Marissa's in the house, Miss Belize. She's popped in, first time in. And if you don't mind sharing my feed with your friends and family down there, that would be excellent. First time for Heather Lynch as well. Heather Lynch, North Carolina. Well, you won't have to worry about this storm, thankfully. Carmen Milagros also is in the house. Carmen, we got you, boo. 26th. Second, the 26th of this month. So here's the 26th. Okay, there's the 25th, 26th. So it's south of the Bahamas. Still south of the Bahamas on the 28th. Then it starts to make the turn 28, 29, and 30. That's the Euro solution. Jan Piccolo. Good to have you as well, Janatola. For flight on Sunday, PMC. Nope, you're good here and up in Iceland. Louis Ullman's in the house. Welcome, Marissa from Guillermo. Just got to worry about the DR. Heather Lynch, I get you. I hear you. So here's a look at the GFS. And GFS has been the outlier all week, folks. It used to be the strongest. It's still decently strong, but it goes into Haiti and the Dominican Republic, and then boom, shoots out to sea quickly. I mean, it's gone by Tuesday. So there you go. Rock, yep. Newbies in the house. Denise Hand, season us. Western Caribbean, you know, this is if this gets to the location and size that the European is saying, there's going to be some rough surf there, all across the Caribbean for sure. Season of the app, so we'll have to watch that. Linda Crook, Vanessa Kieloi Kai Moon, good to have you. Always appreciate you popping in and saying hi. Will affect? Yeah, absolutely, it's going to affect Jamaica. Turks and Caicos, Priscilla, 40s and 50s, freezing a little bit. There we go. Have to wait and see what's going on here. There it is. So hopefully I'm back. There's that. So that's a look at that. All right, let's go to the 7-day forecast here. Not sure why that happened. Let me know when it's back, gang. Looks like I see viewership coming back in, so maybe it's back. So there's the 7-day. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, dry and comfortable. Sunday, some showers along the coast late. You're back, Jenny. All right, Monday, I think there's going to be some showers and some storms here with that cold front. Let's kind of take a look at where that cold front is right now. Cynthia Alvarino, rock. That's what I'm here for. All good here. All right, excellent. So there, the first front misses us. That second front there up towards Portland and British Vancouver, Columbia, that's the front that will hopefully keep us safe from tropical trouble. So that's what we're watching. Gisela Damaris, you might get your wish next week. Yeah. Cooler nights are coming. Halloween morning and Halloween night look cool here. I mean, we're going to be in the 50s. Back, Tony, missed you, Turks and my brothers. Turks, Monday. Let's see. ISP, Turks. So, yeah, Priscilla, I think there's going to be some issues in the Turks and Caicos. But it's going to be next week, not through Friday or Saturday or even Sunday. I think it crosses Cuba Sunday night or Monday into Tuesday. Look at the cool weather now. 40s up north, 70s, 80s southwest. Now, global temperatures. Joseph, we're hoping that, and that strong front on the west coast is going to be our saving grace. Look at these 20s now. Point Barrow, 25. Inuvik, 21. Fort Ross, 28. Baker Lake, 18. Iqaluit, 27. Moosonee, 36. Boise, 61. El Paso, 83. Orlando, 74. La Paz, Bolivia, 93. Look at Costa Rica, San Jose, 68. Kingston coming in 82. Can we, small villages in this? Ooh, Brittany, we're going to have to watch that. I'll keep you posted. Chilly and raining here in Buffalo, says Sarah. Sarah Greg. Sarah, hopefully you'll be back here soon, girl. I think, yes, I think Friday morning you'll be in the 40s up your way. Happy hump day to you there, Miss Catherine Wood. Always appreciate you popping in. Veterinary Tech at Pet Folk, Miss Lake Brantley High School. Seawood. There we go. All right, there it is. So there's Manaus 77, La Paz, Bolivia 46. Priscilla Marie, we got you, boo-boo. Buenos Aires 70, Cape Town 63, Herrera 59, Rabat, Morocco 63, London 52, Oslo coming in at 50. Ooh, Sarah, you're going to be loving it. Next week, next Tuesday. Yeah, it's going to be in the 80s here. Moscow 41, Saragut 37, Astana 21. Look at Bratsk 30. Ulaanbaatar, one above. Rochelle Glover, hello, thank you for your forecast. You're welcome there, Rochelle. Yakutsk 10 above. Sapporo 46. Shanghai 61. Tokyo 57. Look at down under. Warm Northern Australia. Chilly. It's change of the seasons going on down under. 55 Hobart. Hobart Airport. 59 Adelaide. Bora Bora coming in at 84. And then over to Hawaii. Look at that. Rochelle's in Tampa, I see. Cynthia's in Chile. Good to have you guys. Studied at Florida State Seminoles. There you go, Rochelle. Love that. Whoop, whoop, says Vanessa Kilo Ikai Moon. Benene, hope you're doing good. Hilo's at 80. Honolulu's at 87. And Honolulu's at 86. All right, let's do this real quick. I want to see what the 8 o'clock intermediate. 8 o'clock, moving west at 1 mile an hour. Pressure actually went up from 1,000 to 1,002. There you go. So again, if you're just getting in, the cone, it's not really a cone. It's more of a circle. There you go. Northwest to west-southwest, back to the north, and then the northeast. So this is going to zig, it's going to zag. But the more it goes west, the more these tracks may have to be pushed towards the west. So we'll watch the trends of that. All right, gang, I'm going to get rocking and rolling. Got to make some updates here. Get ready for tonight's 10 and 11. Remember, I'm here all week, Thursday and Friday, for Facebook Lives. And, of course, each night at 10 on the CW18. And then again at 11 on West 2 News. All right, newbies, thanks for popping in. Hope to see you guys around. For those that are new, keep in mind, I do these Facebook Lives Monday through Friday, right around 8 o'clock in the evening. Brache from the Villages, good to have you there. All right, guys, take care. Toodles, ta-ta. Talk to you all tomorrow night, and hopefully you'll see me tonight on West 2 News at 10 and 11. We do stream if you're down there in Belize.